China and the south of China is different culture as well. But when you go globally, sometimes you have your own idea, your own mind, which is you think this is the way you always do for business. But when you go to another country, you notice it's not that like that. And secondly, maybe we consider about the different information, because for example, different countries have different system. Like Malaysia, we have a king. Like in China, we don't have those kind of king, this kind of things. And we are very, very government centralization countries. Like government kind of make a decision for every single big step. But different countries have different rules. Like in Vietnam, different. In Thailand, the king is quite powerful, and they have a lot of asset, properties, industries, the family involved. So when they come to the different culture, people differently. For example, in Malaysia, we can easily to take photo with the prime minister, and maybe can meet up with minister. It's not easy, but it's not so difficult. Like you can meeting with them. But at the same time, when you have this kind of meeting, it's not really matter about the business you've been doing. Like sometimes they are more like as a politics support. They just give you policy, give you some benefit, but they can't give you the deal, and they can't really like make a decision on it. For example, we want to import a lot of EV car. I give example. But this kind of same things in China. China will have the policy that, okay, we'll be start to ban all the oil car. So everyone who has going to be buy the oil car, you can buy it, but you will be not get the car plate. But if you can buy the EV car, you will get a car plate immediately. And if you buy the EV car, we give you extra bonus, extra grant, like more than 30,000 RMB, is like 5,000 USD dollar. But this kind of things will be not happened if the government not a super centralization, but like China, Russia, maybe the country like this. But at the same time, like when you do business in Malaysia or South Asia, people is more global thinking. That is also how people dealing with different government officer and a different department and who you should be talking to. Like a lot of company will be investment. They are quite to government to big business type of the products or technology. In China, they are more dealing with government directly. But in Malaysia, they no need. They can dealing with a big corporate and at the same time also get the deal done. So this is the second one. We consider the culture difference. And the third one, I think the biggest difference is the market is super different. For example, we have a lot of very amazing marketing strategy, like if you pay for the membership fee, then you can get a free few years, those kind of things. And if you registration with your phone number, free egg, those kind of things. But when you have similar strategies, the cost of your traffic is totally different. It's not about how good or how bad of strategies, but the population is different. China have 104 billion people. So when you do it, like when you do the food deliveries, when you do those kind of group purchase, people can be gathered easier because it's a huge base of the population. Maybe it will be same as in Vietnam, in Indonesia. But Malaysia, Australia totally have around 30 million people. Like even you're selling to every single person and you're selling with $1, it's still a small market. So you should consider, like a lot of people talk to me said, Malaysia is a small market. We don't want to do that. But I said, it's not to consider Malaysia as a market. It's not your ending user place. This is a place make you easier go globally. Like you can easier talking with overseas investors, easier to approach with other countries' government, and here's more international. So you can get a very international talent. Like they can speak multiple languages, like easier to travel, and they're easier to teach. They can easier to accept the new things because for them life they're accepting new things all the time. So I think this is three things I've been dealing with China, Asia, what is different they have, and it's a big difference. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Yes, Victoria, you want to.
This is a really very important information.
which you share with us, because unfortunately not everybody think about speciality of every region when
Mm,
they want to grow to internal markets. And
mm,
they can faced with some struggles, and
mm.
they can close their business in that country because they don't think about mentality or speciality from every region. Thank you, this is a really important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. And if any person have any questions, you can type in the comment, and we can
Yes, yes,
answer.
exactly. So, any of you have any questions, you can type into the chat group. And if you have seen Ravenna's LinkedIn profile, you definitely will have a lot of questions for her, because I have one more coming for you, which
Yeah.
is, what are the sectors you find most collaborative between Malaysia and China in terms of investment? Where are most of the money in investment going to? Which
Mm.
sectors?
Mm. This is different between these two countries. For example, because I'm being the investor in China and a currently investor for South Asia, so it's kind
Yeah.
of different. In China, we are quite focused on the deep tech. Like, for example, people always ask me what is deep tech, like medical, like devices, like robotic, centralized, those kind of things. So those kind of tech knowledge, which is ask you to have more money, more funds on research. And when you do the commercialize, also will be more difficult. Because,
Mm.
for example, we're investment in early stage before the Series A, but even it's before Series A's amount is between 1 million to 10 million. This is before Series A. But different, for example, if but it's also it's not only because the research is very expensive, but also when you're trying to operation in China, it's a big market. That's why you need more money to do it. But different with Malaysia or different with other place. Like when I talking with Malaysian investor, sometimes they said early stage investor. I said how much per investor size investment in. They told me 50,000 ringgit, which
Yeah.
is from my perspective, I respect, like I respect the person willing to give them own money to support some startup. But from my perspective, if as a founder, you don't have this money to start your own business, why you don't just go to get a job, get a salary, which is higher than this amount, right? But because for me, I think investment is never about the cash, about the money. It's about you can have the ability to boost this business growing faster and achieve faster. So this
Yeah.
is what is the investor meaningful and what is the investor should be. Not only because everybody should be raise money, everybody should be earner, which is not truth.
Mm.
Not everybody need it. So
Yeah.
this is what is the different. And the second different is I think also the country like the big structure is different. Currently in China, a lot of investment actually is from the local government. So, for example, for my previously, I working with Tastar, which is Tsinghua University Science Park. A lot of the way management actually is from the government. Like we management is 3 billion for Shenzhen, we management different amount for different governments. But when the government uh, make the investment, they are not only care about I can get double or triple or 100 times return for next 3 to 5 years. It's more like, does this going to be make my city's industry growing faster? I back to the EV
Mm.
car again. In Hefei, the Hefei government have investment in Lixiang car, which is the first like super popular EV car in China. But because of that investment, they start investment a lot on battery, on
Mm.
smart vehicle driving system, on this different kind of things, which is make this more like a whole industry area. For example, like Malaysian Tanjung Marine, currently because of Portendale and Gili having a lot of investment, so that's a lot of car-related industries being developing there. But different with South, but different in every single country. Like when we investment in Singapore, we are also focused on the deep tech scientific people, because we got NTU and US is very amazing universities and have a lot of very amazing research professors. They leading them team to do a lot of good things. But at the same time, a lot of we can consider the model copy. I give example Grab. Grab is not the first e-hailing car in the world, right? The first one is Uber. Then China got the Didi. But when you start as Grab, are you going to be investment? It's not the break innovation, but it's going to have the market because already being tested in America, in China, it's work. So you will be investment in this kind of a business. But this is more like you investment in the new model. Like recently, people have a big a discussion about DeepSeek, right? Everybody why is this so much people talk about it? It's not only because about it's very innovation, they build a new model, make it cheaper. The main things is what as a founder he said, because we are Chinese, because this is the first time have the Chinese to join this game, and the way from the followers become a leader. Join the game, we join the innovation game. And also, he also mentioned, commercialize of the research, everything. Actually, people already have money. But for the past 30 years, we already used to follow. We're already used to American have all the very good base, no matter from internet, from gaming, from even ChatGPT. So we just need to do better on development, on application. Also because when you investment in very early innovation, nobody earned money yet for ChatGPT, nobody earned money yet for DeepSeek, because when they open source for those kind of technology, they don't really get money yet. But those kind of technology is very useful for the society, can be developed better. So one thing which is quite motivate me and also make me touched, which is we do need those kind of person. They're not only want to be an entrepreneur for get a billion or get a lot of money or get rich immediately. They try to break the rules of currently situation and try to make the world global growing better, NVIDIA's, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, all those kind of company, even Yushu robot, which is a robot dancing this year in Chinese New Year festival in China shoes. And I think that one is also makes American quite shocked, because the robot is moving quite flexible, and they can holding, they're very quite stable, which is all those kind of technology. You can say it's not from the university professor only, and not only from the research center. A lot of entrepreneurs, actually, they are gathering right people together by themselves, and they try to raise money and even use their own saving to put on those kind of things, to contribution and create the beautiful things, which is for my feeling, American investor is very brave. So they're always willing to invest in something people never do. Will be asking you who else do it in the world, and you said nobody do it. Okay, I investment. And then for China, the how many tax you will be pay after investment? Can you put your factory here? How many people you can hire as a staff? This is what you really ask. And in Malaysia or South Asia, you really ask who else do it in the world? Nobody. Okay, we are scary to investment.
Yeah, it's opposite.
Let us somebody do first, and that will be followed. And once you got, once
That's
you
why
got,
a lot of unicorns grows in California, yes? Because they very brave people.
Yeah. Now that you talk about this, that's exactly what our Global International Investors Forum is about. It's about bringing global impact conversations to the community, to investors. And we really are looking forward, and thank you so much for the partnership in making this happen and bringing the word out. What do you have to say? And I'm sure you heard about the event, and we've been having many conversations about this, the importance of businesses already raising funds. We love the 2 million, 3 million raise, much more raise, because then the exponential growth can happen. for these businesses. So in your thoughts, what do you feel about the event, and how do you see businesses benefiting from it, or investors even benefiting from this?
For me, I'm quite excited for the event, and I personally would like to join as well. Firstly, I started the new journey with the Canada Fund, which is we have 2 billion Canada dollars to investment, and what we focus is South Asia. So those kind of event gathering actually help us to know more entrepreneurs, good projects from locally, and they might be valued to be investment in. And then secondly, I think all the event you guys done is very, very global. Like today, 3 of us is 3 different countries, 3 different race, and 3 different religion, which is when you have the ideally crash with other religion, other countries, you might have new ideas, because innovation actually is from you observe. When you have bigger vision, bigger experience, and lot of things to being saying and to being experienced, you definitely will be easier to be a more innovator, and you can get more innovations because you have more ideas. Like also like who beat you is not always the person same as is always a person cross another major and beat you. This is a timing now. So I'm happy to always like bring the different ideas with different people. We can think crazily, but also can be make it come true one day. Who knows? Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate your time. And, this is going to be an exciting moment with all the partners and your support in the journey. So thank you once again, Victoria.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Elena. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. And wow, Victoria, talk about young generation, innovation, and vibrancy all in one. What do you think?
Yes, this is a really interesting. This is an amazing woman, and this is a really interesting experience.
That she shared with us the different perspectives. And the next speaker that we have announced, and Katerina Litau, right? That's how we pronounce her name. And she surprised me. Her profile shows that she is a consulting company, BLCONS Consulting, right? And when you showed her profile that she is with all these years of experience in the tax and auditing and all of that, and she shows up for the meeting and she says, I'm a scientist. I'm like, whoa, a scientist who is in the consulting space. Is she a very unique? You want to talk a little bit about her, and let's get her on board. Let's welcome her, Katerina.
Hello, nice to meet you. Thank you.
Hello, Katerina. Thank you for joining us today.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Katerina. We are so blessed and privileged and honored to have you with us. And the conversation is going to be even more exciting with you telling us that you are a scientist. And we're going to have many aspects of conversations with you for sure. And one of the things, I think, Victoria, you had a question that you say you want to start with about women. So why didn't you do that?
Okay, I won't finish with question. Okay, let's start from this question.
Yes.
Katerina, we know you have a huge experience, and first of all, I want to ask you, could you share with us what kind of your qualities can help to achieve their goals, can help to attract a lot of experience?
For nearly a quarter century, we work with huge companies. Do you hear me? That's fine. Okay.
Yes.
And we work with huge corporations. It was a great experience to understand the Western idea how to create business. And we were the witness when just business started in Russia. And no one exactly knew how to create business, how to create infrastructure. And we went through this process with our investors, foreign investors here in Russia. And so we received a great idea what it means to invest to the new region, to the region which hadn't probably have such experience before. And it was a great attitude to be involved in it. And for sure, after such experience, I feel myself very strong, and our company feel very strong and well experienced how to do business in foreign countries.
Yeah, I think
Thank you
the
so
way
much.
that, thank you so much. And the way that you actually show up, there's a certain strength in the experience. The experience has built your strength. I can feel that for sure. And your conversation, before we get into the very exciting topic that you'll be speaking to us in the event, in the February 23rd event, we want to talk on something based on your 20 years experience that you have gathered over the years. And what are the critical factors for businesses looking to ensure compliance while scaling globally? What are the critical factors they need to look at?
I would say that nowadays this factor and the idea how to be successful then with investment completely changed, because anymore I guess commercial purpose or commercial goals can't be considered like the only one or the main one. We have absolutely now in our paradigm of entrepreneurial ideas, and now entrepreneurial activity, that's something more than just business. That's also idea of first of all ethic and aesthetic, by other words beauties. And if investors would like to be successful, they have to understand that the mission of business nowadays is much more than just economy. So they have to bring new sense and new values to the territory or to the area where they would like to invest. And I think that's the only way now to be successful. And that's the best way to be leader in this area.
Fantastic.
So if company has this mission, if they announce it, if they really believe that they don't make just business and they don't use just their commercial goals, I think that's the best way to show these goals in front of society where they are going to invest, and the easiest way to be to spread widespread the ideas and organize their company and etc.
Very nice. And one of the very exciting thing, and I looked it up after our last conversation, and we had all this chat on WhatsApp, was Serbia, and that is a
Uh,
very important part of the world that you are exploring. We want to know what are the attractive destination. What makes Serbia an attractive destination? Just for a heads up for those of you who are listening in, it was one of the top invested company, and it still remains one of the top investment companies in the world because of many reasons. So we want to ask Katerina, what makes Serbia an attractive destination in today's economy?
Yes, Serbia, that's one of the maybe not enough discovered country for investment. And I think I feel my role like to discover this country for investor forum. First of all, that's location in something between Europe. It's nearby to Europe and Russia. And that's a great probably connection between Asia and Europe. That's the first one. The second one, they have quite flexible and quite attractive tax regime, and they have nearly 15 economy-free zone, which allows manufacturers and which gives advantage for investment to establish their manufacturing and any other activities. One of the most probably important thing, that's labor expenses, and average minimum wages is just around 470 euros. So yes, and at the same time, it's very well educated people who received quite strong education in technical areas, engineers areas, and I would say they have quite strong legal system, which is quite sustainable, which is very important. And I think all these factors makes Serbia very attractive because they don't have such probably barriers, economical or bureaucratic barriers like European Union. And so I think we will, I mean, in Serbia, they pay a lot of attention right now how to attract investment and to develop the economy.
What I'm hearing is get more with less. Right? Getting more with
Yes.
less. And every business would love that. Every investor will love that. And yeah, anything else, Katerina? Victoria, you want to add on for any questions?
Yes, thank you. Ekaterina, would you share with us how you think, on your opinion, what kind of risk Serbia have?
Concerned to my own experience, I would say for sure bureaucracy. That's a high level of bureaucracy, and I would say quite sustainable level of corruption. It's still existing in Serbia, but more than it, we have, as I told, rich experience and some disadvantage has any system, and probably one of the biggest barrier you can face in a developed country. So more or less, it's possible to cross all these difficulties, and we have a great experience to do that, because I would say the mentality of Serbian people is very attractive and human being. So I mean, from our experience, we can clearly see we could always get all goals and all needs for investors, especially for Eastern or Asian investors, and they already have quite successful experience concerned to this topic. I mean, in general, I would say that with the legislation and tax system is very, very possible to work successfully.
Fantastic. And
Thank you.
just as we want to ask you on the topic of, this whole conversation on Serbia, which we will definitely share more during our session in February the 23rd. It will be one area that Ekaterina will be able to be available for conversation on, definitely. But we are so glad and excited that you will be with us present, and you're going to be sharing an important topic that I feel is very unique, which is the
Yes.
humanization theory. And you want to don't give everything, give us a tip of the iceberg of what is going to be available, and to everyone that's showing up, probably the importance of the humanization theory.
Yes, thank you for such possibility to talk about this topic, because I'm really fascinated, because for me entrepreneurship, that's my passion, and for many years I'm studying this field, and we created a model what will be represented in the event, and we'll talk about it. The base principles for successful and to be successful for entrepreneurial project, and we will talk about humanism and include beauty in business. That is very exciting, and from my point of very interesting topic, because beauty probably is now one of the best way to show your mission, to show the values of business and how to do that, and why it's so important for ethic economy, sustainable economy, for inclusivity, and etc. That's a topic what we are going to raise during conversation about humanism, and also digitalization and ethical problem of artificial intelligence, and we will offer some models how to go through this very important problems and fears of both community about artificial intelligence, and we will discover some ideas how to avoid possible difficulties, and also innovation, how to be innovative, and what influence on entrepreneurial skills, how to develop innovative mind, and how to think in innovative way. That's three main or keys topic that we are going to discuss during event.
Thank you so much. And that's going to be very important part of the conversation because we're talking about innovation, we're talking about humanization, we're talking about technology, all of it coming together to really impact the world. So thank you so much for making time
And I
to be with
want to
us.
say,
So
Aziza, register right now because this is a unique information. You can you you'll see if you join us on 23rd February.
absolutely. And so thank you once again. So I'm just going to call out to everybody, like, we want to tell everyone about the event. But before that, we want to say thank you to Katerina for being with us
Thank you.
today. And it's
Thank you
really
for your
meaningful.
time
What would
today.
you like to, what would you leave the audience with today? Yes, go ahead.
Yes, thank you so much for such possibility to talk about. And I also would like to mention that I'm an official partner and keynote speaker in the huge events that will happen in St. Petersburg in Russia in June, which goes my business, and I will be very happy to invite you and the members of this forum to these events. And I hope it will be a great idea also to continue to talk about investment and economy.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
absolutely. This is really exciting because when we show up, it's not about a one-off, like let's meet and say hello and go off. This is about continuity. And the more we show up for each other, the better it is. So now that Ekaterina is coming over, she is coming with an invite to be in another major event. And that's going to be discussed at the February 23rd as well, on how everybody can participate in St. Petersburg in June, right? So that is really exciting. Thank you so much. And thank you for the invite. We look forward to seeing you on February the 23rd.
Thank you.
Katerina.
It's a great
Thank you.
pleasure. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Thank you. Yes. And wow, that was like, what do you feel?
I think we should say to thank you for our event, IIF Forum, because this event attracts really brilliant people. And
Yes.
this is the very smart part of these people today. And we, everybody, have a unique opportunity to talk with these people. And we really unique because we do a lot of preparation for this event. And every participant can talk before this forum. And if you join us today, you can send you can put your comments on this chat, and we discuss. Maybe you want to ask something, maybe you want to show your project, or maybe you want to invest in different types of countries, and we can do more online Zoom meetings with your potential clients, or with your potential with your target auditory. And if you join us on 23rd on February 23rd, you can meet with these people, not for the first time. You can meet with your friends already.
Absolutely. And that's what is very, very important, because any event that we go to, it's about what's next and how do we take it forward. So there's already many pre-event activities are happening. This is one such event. So for those of us who are listening in, and many of those who are already part of our IIF partnership, like those logos written here, they are all amazing partners coming from the media, coming from the family office, VC funds, and also various organizations that is taking care of different parts of growth for businesses. So it's really exciting, and I want to say thank you and shout out to all our partners, and also our diamond sponsor, LKS Private Wealth. Definitely, we are looking forward to meeting all of you on February the 23rd. It's going to be a culmination, and rather also a beginning to many wonderful connections that you can make, because this is going to be an impactful day of conversation, collaboration, and learning among global investors, family offices, financial institutions, business founders. And it's going to be really a game changer, because we are talking about investments that transform the world, wealth, and legacy. So thank you so much once again for tuning in. And we're going to have another two wonderful speakers, and many sessions are lined up. So you want to stay tuned to all our three channels on Facebook, LinkedIn, and on a YouTube channel that we have with Go Global, that you can actually get access to these informations and continue the conversation and learning together. And then you can jot down, who do you want to meet, what would you discuss with them, and definitely registering right now will give you access to everyone almost immediately.
Yes. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, and we look forward to connecting again at the next session. Bye for
See
now.
you.
See you. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you so much. And thanks to our speakers who joined today.
Thank you.